so I can actually say it.
We need to have like a countdown.
We just need to it started already, by the way.
Right.
Oh,
Good
well,
evening, ladies and
hello.
gentlemen. Thank you for joining myself, Ben, Rob, and Paul, and welcome to the pilot episode of Affinity Cybercast. The topics that we'll be going through are Google's new logo, Deadpool, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 re-release, all previous DLC and everything included. The Nuketown coming back to Black Ops 3. Destiny Quest Overhaul, we'll go into that in detail as well. 6 UK teens arrested for affiliation with Lizard Squad. The Xbox 360 and PS3 versions of Mortal Kombat X. New Assassin's Creed movie to be released in later on in this year or early next year. The new Xbox One controller at Razer for $150 and Notch feeling isolated. Okay, so on to topic one, Google's new logo.
Can
Who
I
wants to
just
kick it
say
off?
that took forever?
Yep.
I'm a
Something
slow
wrong.
reader, okay? There's no need
Yeah.
to take the mic.
So-
Right, so who's kicking it off with Google's new logo then?
I hate it.
It's a big change because of how long they've had the original logo, and it's a big sort of step up, if you know what I mean. Like for some people, it's a step down, really.
The problem for me is there isn't really a problem because every other day is like a special event, so they change it anyway.
But
Yeah,
then
no,
again,
and
they
you
are
can-
wanting it to be simplistic, or the creators didn't actually know much about HTML when they created it, so it was a simple web browser when they used it, and now they own most of the internet, so that they can control what's on the internet, so really a logo might not be any effect on the website itself.
Yeah, but they tried to go for the material design and it just didn't work. It's like, okay, fair enough, Apple have gone material from iOS 6 to 7, which was a while back. Google's already a bit late and it just looks poorly made. It's like the new Comic Sans.
New Comic Sans.
Wow. But
Yeah.
wait, how can you even put them into a sentence like Comic Sans and a multi-billion dollar company, Google?
They
Like,
have made the logo that poorly.
It's I think the whole shock of it is because of how long they've sort of that's their sort of trademark. Like if someone saw that, it's obviously you can tell obviously because it's what the company is. It's Google, but the whole font design is really what they're known for. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, they did have a very recognizable logo and they've just made it look like a very generic font.
me personally haven't seen this logo,
Oh,
so
for
I'm not.
Oh my god.
Now I've heard people
Seriously,
actually
just go on the
talk about
internet
it.
now and look on Google. It might not be it now because it's like someone's 91st birthday or something like that, but still, it's.
Already?
But again, it's like I say, it changes every day, so it doesn't really
Yeah.
make much difference to me. And I only see it for all of 2 seconds. I don't really sit there and stare at it.
Yeah, I just sort of go on the browser and Google from the URL bar. I never.
The
Yeah.
search engine's
So you're
not really
telling
going
me
to change as a
that I'm
whole.
the only person in the world to just sit and stare at Google 5 minutes trying to get my head around why they picked them basic colours and then that's it, but not notice.
The
some
only
logo
reason someone would be
next.
sitting staring at the Google logo was because they were doing something questionable and their parents walk in.
Well, that's lovely.
I'm not denying that. I'm not disputing that point what you gave, but surely they should do something if they want someone to stare at it and not get bored. Then they'd have something a bit better than either Comic Sans, as you put it, Ben, or like the generic blocky Google.
By the way, I think Beth's in the chat. So, hi Beth.
Shout out
Hey
to
Beth, if you're really in there, but we're not entirely sure. He could be lying. That's
I'm guessing
Paul.
Pixie the trash can is Beth, but you know,
We're
maybe
just
Yeah.
guessing.
maybe it's just another person we know called Pixie.
Right. Okay. So are we now done on this topic, or do we want to keep on elaborating on it?
I just want to say how much I still hate it.
I think
They
we've
need to
already
change
got-
it.
Let you
You know,
hate it.
you don't
I'm
just
not bothered
you
about
don't
it.
just change the logo of Google. Like,
Obviously they do.
sh-
It's Google. They can do what they want. Right, okay, so is that everything now? Ben said that he hates it for like the 10th time already. Okay, so we're now going on
The
to
hate meter is
Deadpool.
real.
What was that, Paul?
The hate
Anyway,
meter is
we're
real.
going on to Deadpool X-Bone, PS4 re-release and all previous DLC. Right, so who wants to kick this off? I have no idea about this topic either.
Deadpool was a very it was a unique game for the Xbox because it sort of brought Deadpool's character to life, and it kind of gave people a new perspective on his character for like Marvel fans and comic fans, because you can kind of understand what it's like, if you know what I mean, instead of looking at a comic, because Deadpool wasn't a very popular character in Marvel until
just saying,
recently.
in before it was cool. I love Deadpool.
The hipster Ben.
Come on, Paul,
Loving
we've got...
Deadpool.
Come on, Rob, we've got like a 45-minute timer on this. We don't want to go forever just talking about Deadpool.
So, I think it's a good idea to bring it back because a lot of people wanted to see a sequel, which never happened. But bringing it back to Xbox One and PS4 is a pretty good idea. Like new graphics, new improved graphics, and new levels, and 2 new alternate suits apparently, which I think is pretty cool.
But surely a re-release will be the exact same game
No,
with
they're-
all the original DLCs, so really there will be no other addition to the game.
Well, they're bringing out this game again now because obviously Ryan Reynolds and the Deadpool movie hype. That's the reason they're
Yeah.
bringing it out, because they know it's going to sell and they know he's going to be a known character now. So
And if any of you haven't seen the new Deadpool trailer, like I think we should all recommend highly watching it because
the Red
it's
Band trailer,
badass.
not the other one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm guessing Paul's feeling a bit left out here. Paul, are you got anything else
No.
to say?
Well, like with the Deadpool, like I'm not a big fan of like Marvel comics or like comics like made into films, but like I do play the games a lot. So like, but I'm like behind the times. Like I just play like I didn't play any of the Batman games except for the last one, and I'm the same with
Okay.
pretty much any game I play. Like with any Halo, like I just bought the last one. So I mean, I'll give it like I'll read reviews on it first, and then maybe have a look at trailers and stuff, and see if I actually want to play it. But for now,
Well-
but right now, it's not really my cup of tea.
But to be fair, you're a completionist on the last Batman. I mean, you're going around doing the Riddler's riddles. You're possibly the only person that we know doing that.
Hey, if you get an achievement, I'm doing it.
All that for an achievement. Wow. You, sir, need a life.
It is official.
Says the 4 of us doing a podcast on a Friday night.
Yeah, we don't have anything
we
better
don't
to
do
do.
Fuck.
Cheers.
Night parties. Night parties mean instant we've got podcasts.
I'd do a toast for you, Ben, but it's an empty cup. No.
No.
Anyway, right, so is that everything that we've got to do with slagging off Deadpool?
Well, hey, Deadpool is amazing. The thing Paul said about, like, not a fan of bringing comic book characters to movies, and I understand, like, yeah, it's pretty much a rehash again. But let's be fair, Marvel have done a fucking amazing job of it so far.
Yeah, I admit
what
that.
what really annoys me is that Deadpool is Sony again. Like with Spider-Man, it's not going to be in the entire Marvel universe, and it's so annoying that Sony are getting this character again.
How are they
Yeah.
always getting it? They end up, I'm not being funny, they ruined the Mega Drive and Sega. So why are they allowed to manipulate any Marvel or DC or whatever part
It's they had the rights to Deadpool from X-Men because they had the rights to the character Wade Wilson, so they have the rights to Deadpool.
But surely they should pass that on and see if anyone else could do a lot better than them. Let's be honest, it's not too difficult.
Did
to
you
do
see
better,
how
so-
much trouble Marvel went through for Spider-Man?
Yeah, they were trying to get Spider-Man, like they were really trying to get Spider-Man for the new Captain America movie, the third in the trilogy.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough.
that was pretty hard, probably. So next topic.
Yep.
The next topic that we're discussing is Nuketown Black Ops. Nuketown coming back to Black Ops 3. I completely cocked that up, but
I like Nuketown and I'm excited, but I'm sick of Nuketown at the same time.
It's a very mixed emotions type of deal because a lot of people really love Nuketown just because it was like it was something to be remembered from the Black Ops series in Call of Duty because it was always such a small map. Everybody seemed to like it, but like seeing as Black Ops 3 has all the new super soldier, let's say, abilities and stuff, it's going to be pretty. It might have to be revamped a lot, which some people may not like.
Yeah, like Nuketown on its the original Nuketown was amazing. There's no denying that. It was so fun. It was the 1v1 map and all that there stuff. But Nuketown 2025 was like, okay, it's in the future. It was like, alright, didn't really like the redesign of it. I personally, even though the aesthetics of the map were different, it was only aesthetics, like the map functionality was exactly the same.
Yeah.
I didn't like 2025.
Yeah, I think that they're going to be doing it again. I think it's 2036. Just trying to go forward another 11 years or something like that. But
Why aren't they doing
they-
that?
it's because they want something to be continuous other than the name to go through the games. You get
Yeah,
me?
but
No,
surely if they're
other than
doing
story mode or anything, then you've got like it's everyone's favorite multiplayer map from the first one. So everyone thought, okay, we'll put it into the second one as like a pre-order or something. I think it was, but
Yeah.
then but because that must have gotten a hit, like some people might not like it, but a lot of people do like it. They thought, you know what, it worked last time, let's do it again. It's a way to make more money, but I don't know whether it's going to be a free DLC add-on or it's going to be like a pre-order again, or they're just going to like add it onto zombie maps or something. But like I said, I'm willing to test it out.
A Nuketown zombie map would be so good.
I think it would be something to look forward to in zombies because a lot of people aren't really liking. It's kind of like a 50-50 situation because a lot of people are really controversial about the multiplayer for Black Ops 3 because they play the beta and they didn't really like it as much because there's a lot of people who didn't like Advanced Warfare and the movement system. So
They did do a Nuketown zombie map, didn't they?
Did they?
The
yeah,
second one.
in Black Ops 2, yeah, it was a DLC.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they did. They brought it in, which I hope they do again because it was a good map. I did like it as a zombie
Oh, there
map.
was a Nuketown zombie map. That's right.
Yeah, but it wasn't the best. It was one of the smallest maps that they've done. But surely, if they're making it into a completely different year, like 11 years into the future, then really shouldn't they be making the map bigger? Due to like what Rob said, they're making it when there's like exosuits or boosters or whatever you want to call it. So you'll have everyone flying over map.
Yeah.
The whole thing about Nuketown is it's small and it's compact, which I think was the main driving force of the map, if you know what I mean. So to make it bigger, I just think would ruin the whole gimmick, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, making it bigger would ruin the dynamic of the map. But the fact that people now have all of these abilities, they can transverse maps completely different. So, because of how small Nuketown is, it'd be a complete cluster. like it would, because people could easily boost to the top of the houses and stuff like that, and having invisible barriers there would just derail from the experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you've also got the wall running to take into account, because if you have the wall running, then what's people gonna do? Start using like their spider sensors and spider powers to run along each wall and the bus and everything. It just wouldn't go right.
Yeah, I also think just all of that movement mechanic in Black Ops, personally, I find it very clunky. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, Black Ops 3 will only be for zombies for me, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, because if you've got a bad connection, you'd rather be playing against zombies than some fella camping in a corner.
Talking about bad connection, I'm getting one right now. Right.
Same.
So is that everything about Nuketown and how rubbish it may be for Black Ops 3?
Yep.
Okay, so now we're moving on to Destiny Quest.
Oh.
This is going to be an interesting topic because Destiny is broken, as a lot of you can tell, because of its ranking system past level 20, I believe. Isn't
Yep.
It? Yeah.
Level 20.
Bungie have done an interview, I'm pretty sure, and one of the developers said to talk about Quest like they're a new thing is sort of embarrassing, because that was supposed to be an original idea, and they're only bringing it in now, which may be a bit unprofessional seeming.
Yeah, it's the fact that with this Taken King DLC, they're also bringing out an update which completely changes how the game works. The way Destiny works, for anyone who doesn't know, you get to level 20 with EXP, which fair enough, it's a bit of a grind, but okay, it's XP levels, that's every game's dynamic. But then when you get to level 20, you have to find armor and weapons with light, and then you need to find all these items to upgrade these weapons and items with light to upgrade the light level. And it is the biggest pile of horse crap ever brought to gaming. The way the raids and stuff in Destiny work, you have to be a certain level. There's no matchmaking on some of them, which is really stupid.
Yeah.
And then there was all this stuff they're bringing out, the Taken King Collector's Editions, which is like they give you exclusive weapons in the previous DLCs, but then people who want these exclusive weapons have to basically pay for the previous DLC they already have. And there was an interview done with the marketing guy, and basically what he said was, it doesn't matter, you'll buy our shit anyway.
But if we look at the quote that we've taken down, they're saying to talk about quests like they're a new thing is sort of embarrassing.
Yeah, it's
But
because they're bringing an entirely new quest system. They're taking out light levels completely because so many people complained. So basically new players won't have to go through what year one players had to.
It just feels like such a grind because it makes the game unfun and almost unplayable because you just have to sit there and like try and find these items, and it's more of a grind, as I said before.
Yeah, it's just an insane grind, and the questing system is completely broken, and for them to only be fixing it now when with the release of this DLC is ridiculous for any game developer.
Yeah.
Like, and I never like played Destiny, but like I've like the popularity's gone up and then back down, and it's just like I've always been 50-50 about getting the game. Like when I got the Xbox, I was going, should I get Destiny? And like, but then I speak to people and they just like completely put me off it.
Yeah.
So like I can't really judge like what's good or bad about Destiny because like me buying the game with this new overhaul, it's gonna be no different to me than anything else.
Yeah, because when you join the game, you'll probably like have arguments with year one players saying with this new system it might be really good, and then these year one players are like, it was so shit before and you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
It's what they're trying to do is a really good idea, and it should definitely be brought in, but it shouldn't really have to be an issue in the first place because they should have realized what like was going on to start with.
Yeah.
If you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, Destiny, it was a completely broken game, and for them to say they could keep updating this game and not have to make another one for a couple of years, they completely destroyed that vision with the launch and first year of Destiny.
Yeah.
It's just lazy.
Yeah.
Right, is that topic over with now?
I have a lot of pent-up aggression, but yeah.
Well, if you want to release that, you can, but are you going to wait after the stream because we don't really want
I'll vent afterwards. I'll vent afterwards.
Right, just one thing before we move on to the next topic. I keep on getting spam bots on Skype. Anyone else get any of them problems?
I do. I got one from Sarah Loves Me Lots the other day. I was like, hey baby, you want to be my friend? I was like, do I know you?
I
Yeah,
got
I keep
got
on getting that
college
quite a
girl.
lot.
I
I
got
keep on
college
getting
girl spam
tongue
bots.
goals, though.
Yeah.
I keep
Yeah,
on getting tongue
usually
goals
anything
from
that ends in a number, anything that ends in a number, except for mine, of course.
Says Puppy Dog
is
34.
a bot.
Yeah.
Is a bot, but
Right, okay, let's move back onto topic. About these 6 UK teens arrested for affiliation with the lizard, not the lizard, the lizards.
So
Okay, so
You had
Rob,
one job.
Well, Rob, you know more about this. You've been reading it up, so you start.
So basically what's happened is 6 teens in the UK have been caught with using one of the Lizard Squad's applications called the Lizard Stressor, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And the NCA have been aware of this, and they've started Operation Vivarium, which is to try and like capture and bring in all the people who are affiliated with the Lizard Squad, even members themselves, and they're trying to shut everything down. And it's basically what Lizard Stressor is. It's an application where you can vote for certain websites to get taken down, and the most with the most votes on them will eventually be brought down by the members of Lizard Squad.
Well,
So-
in regards to the Lizard Squad themselves, they're a pile of shit. But like they took a credit for bringing down a PlayStation and Xbox at Christmas. But to be fair, that was just DOS attacks with spam accounts, and Sony and Microsoft were just really dumb in not blocking that. But like the Lizard Stressor, I'm pretty sure is just a large DOS tool.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at like Anonymous, they actually did something to PlayStation Network
Yeah.
that Lizard Squad will never be able to amount to. But that took Sony ages to resolve, yet it probably took them a few days to sort out Lizard Squads.
Yeah, and the fact that there was this whole Lizard Squad, Finest Squad war thing going on was just hilarious because it was literally a Twitter feud going on. It was brilliant to watch.
Wow.
It's more
So-
because, well, a lot of teams would probably be angry that at Christmas, obviously, Sony and Xbox were shut down due to Lizard Squad attacks. So I think that would be the main thing that they're being brought up again. They're kind of irrelevant at points sometimes.
Yeah, they're quite irrelevant now. Like, that's the only thing that they've done that amounts
Yeah.
to anything. And that was only because Microsoft and Sony had poor security.
They're kind of inactive at the moment, I suppose you could say.
Yeah.
So
Have you got anything, Paul? Or are we just
Not
going to
particularly, 'cause I have
force lead to
no
Rob?
idea what Lizard Squad is.
oh my god.
They're about 15-year-old kids that think that they can hack.
They have a bunch of web booters and DOS tools and think they're hackers.
Ah.
Guys, we're saying all this and they could like start targeting us. It'll probably be our luck and then they'll probably just end up ruining their own computers.
I have DOS protection, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Right, we take out
there
the
is
purple
that.
one first.
Yeah, take the purple one out first, then the other two colours, and you can take out the oranges. Just promote
Good to know
that
you're looking
more.
out for us, Kieran.
Yeah.
It's all good, I look out for myself a bit more, you know. It's how it all goes, that's a hierarchy of life. Right. Okay, so the Xbox 360 and PS3 versions of Mortal Kombat, are we moving on to that, or
Yep.
are we still on the 15-year-olds thinking that they're better than everyone else?
I think that's pretty much the conclusion of that conversation, so let's move on.
Okay, so yeah, next topic, 360 and PS3 versions of Mortal Kombat. So what's happening with that then?
They are cancelled.
yeah, just
Pretty much.
completely
To
cancelled.
sum it up,
Warner Bros. Have been working on it for a pretty long time. It was supposed to come out with the versions of the One and the PS4 along with the PC, but it was delayed due to trying to optimize it so that it would work well with the last gen consoles. Because it was originally, like, the driving force of it was going to be so much better in graphics because of the ability with the new consoles, and they were trying to downgrade that to the oldest consoles, which obviously wasn't possible.
Yeah, personally, I think making games for last gen consoles is holding a lot of the new gen back. Like, a Black Flag, it was amazing on the Xbox One, and then I played it on the 360 and it was crap. And then COD Ghosts, even though the overall game we can all agree was pretty shit, like COD Ghosts, the graphics on 360 are exactly the same as Modern Warfare 3. But then if you play it on the next gen, the graphical fidelity is better. The gameplay is still awful, but the graphics were noticeably different. And with Mortal Kombat, they did try and do it the right way. They made the next gen versions and then tried to downgrade that. But the right way in doing that was also the poor way, because they were trying to bring all that graphical fidelity down, which they couldn't do because it had been created for the new gen.
Yeah. It's
so right, a bit of choking on your words here, Ben. Like, just one thing. Use smaller words. Remember, some of the English people like myself aren't able to understand any words what you were saying.
in other words, dumb it down.
Yeah, be dumb.
Yeah.
I'll try that.
Tearing it down and we'll be fine.
You use all these fancy words to tell Ben to be less fancy. Just
Just
say dumb it down for us
basically
dumb
make it
people.
so- Just make it so I can understand and everyone will be fine.
They tried to
Right.
bring the new stuff to the old stuff and it didn't work.
Still a
It's
bit
not
too
for itself,
much
don't worry.
complexion.
I'm still surprised that they. How long's the Xbox One been out now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still surprised that they're bringing stuff out for the 360, like just in general. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, I mean, the majority of people who had an Xbox 360 now have the Xbox One, surely,
Yeah.
or a PlayStation. So and that's the same with the PlayStation 3. So, I just don't get why. Like that's one of the main reasons I got an Xbox is because like Halo 5 is
Yeah.
is coming out and it's not going to be released for the 360. Like they just basically went, you know what, fuck it, we're not going to do it for the 360. We're just going to do it for Xbox One. And I was going, I don't want to miss out on that type of game. So, and like then you get everything else just seems better with the Xbox One. So I just don't see any reason for companies to even consider bringing stuff off the 360 anymore because
Yeah.
it's just more trouble for them.
Yeah, like with Assassin's Creed Unity, they realized that it's going to be too difficult to bring that out for the 360 as well, so they made Rogue.
Yeah. I don't think a lot of people play Rogue. Like, off the topic, but still.
Yeah.
It was kind of a... I wouldn't say it was a letdown, because overall, it's an okay game, but...
I haven't played
like, yeah, neither have I, but like...
I've not played it, but it's alright.
I've seen people play it. I know, like, some of my good friends have it, and I've played a bit on theirs, but I haven't played it, like, as my own game. I haven't actually delved into it too much, but the gameplay seems pretty coordinated, pretty good, but it wasn't very hyped at all, really. It just kind of came out, and that was it.
Yeah.
So we're thinking that this is going to be the first of many. Like Mortal Kombat's going to be the first of many to like just drop Xbox 360 and PlayStation dates.
I think a lot of games have done that already. Like, just all of the new releases, so many of them aren't coming out for the last gen, and I think it's good, personally.
I mean, there's ones that no, I've said like, oh, we're going to be bringing it out for the 360. We definitely are, and then just announce that they're not going to do it anymore.
What games have done that?
That's what I mean. It's going to be the first of many to do it.
Alright.
So, I think as Ben said before, it's more that they were the older versions of the games were holding the newer versions back, so that's what kind of made it hard for them to progress in terms of graphics and like things you're able to do in game, and I think the developers kind of realized that and then cancelled the older versions.
Yeah. Like, and the fact that backwards compatibility is coming out, which is a bit off topic as well, but that means that they're not even going to need to make the 360 versions of the games anymore.
Yeah.
But ironically, one of the most requested, or some of the most requested games for backwards compatibility are the 360 versions of games that already exist for the One.
GTA 5, maybe?
GTA 5, Minecraft.
Yeah.
Call of Duty games maybe,
Yeah.
or Halo games.
Yeah, Ghost 360 edition is coming to backwards.
Halo
I
Reach
think.
is one I'd like to play on the Xbox One.
Yes.
Yeah, I would too, yeah. As we're all pretty big Halo fans here.
And the Harry Potter
Wow.
games, obviously.
Me
Apart
being
from
the
me,
number
I'm not
one.
a fan of Halo. Right, okay, because we've got 15 minutes, we might want to speed up.
We have half an hour, boy.
Well, we're doing an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, let's take 10 minutes on each of these. No, I'm kidding. We need to do something at the end.
Alright.
Maybe some prank calls.
If you want.
Why not? Yeah, I want... Who's up for
Right, okay. So the new Assassin's Creed movie to be released. Hopefully I said all that right without stuttering, Anyway, so as Rob and Ben, you two are big on Assassin's Creed, and possibly you, Paul. How about everyone kick it off at the same time?
Never played an Assassin's Creed game in my life, but like from trailers that I have seen, I have wanted to get games like Black Flag, like so.
That's just
like, and
racist.
off the top of my head, that's like the only one I can mention. But
Yeah.
like just I like that type of game, where like you can run up and down buildings and all that, and take. No,
You can do that on
takedowns
Call of Duty now, Paul.
it?
I'm made up.
The movie's going to be quite controversial. If it, like, before its release, it's going to be controversial either, wow, words, whether it's going to be a good movie or not, because sometimes as it's been portrayed in past movies, like, that were originally games, they've kind of, like, lost the whole feel of the game, when transferring it over into a movie. And with a game like Assassin's Creed, it would be very difficult to try and convey what the fans know to be Assassin's Creed into a movie, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, off the top of my head, the only game to movie adaptation that has actually worked is probably the Halo ones, and that's only because they were backstories of characters actually in the games. The Assassin's... any of you guys ever see Assassin's Creed Lineage?
No,
No.
I can't personally say that I have.
It was a 30-minute live-action movie made, and it was about, Ezio, the assassin in Assassin's Creed 2 to Revelations. It was about his dad being an assassin, and it was 30 minutes, and it really captured what the game was. It was very good.
Yeah.
And if the movie's anything like that, I have very high hopes for it.
I think we all do, as like fans of Assassin's Creed. I think we all do, because it would be a very like playing Assassin's Creed is a really good time. Like whenever you're playing by yourself on single player, and it's one of my best memories as like a gamer on 360. 3 being one of my most memorable because I had so many funny moments in that game. But it's more to the fact that you need to have the feel of Assassin's Creed there, or it's not going to be a good Assassin's Creed movie, if you know what I mean. It's like you can't have a movie that's about Assassin's Creed and not be an Assassin's Creed movie. I know that's going to sound stupid, but it's like you need to have that sort of driving force of this is what Assassin's Creed is supposed to be, if you know what I mean.
It also depends on what era it's going to be in, who the characters are. Are they already existing, established characters in the universe? And like the fact, what threw a lot of people was that they went from Ezio and stuff from in Revelations, and then there was a bit of Altair in there, which is previous character, but then they went just straight. It's like, okay, that's all gone. Connor, what? And then they carried on that. So then Connor, then in a Black Flag, it was a Edward, and then in Unity suddenly it's this new guy, French dude. What is going on with this? But yeah, and then in the next one, can't even remember the name, Syndicate. It's going to be 2 new people in Victorian London. Like, I think they need to establish more of a connection between these characters. Because I can understand, okay, there's the bloodline, but how the hell was all this visible through Desmond?
I think I've got an idea for that. The Revolutionary Wars. I mean, British and French. The French surrendered probably about 5 minutes into the battle, so...
Wow.
Let's be honest here, they probably did. They had the white flags waving right next to the balcony before we even invaded. Or they invaded us.
Yeah, when they realised that we weren't gonna give up straight away.
Exactly. Right, okay, so enough of the racial
Now that we've offended the
slurs.
French.
Yeah. Right, okay, so is that everything for you 2 fanboys of Assassin's Creed?
Bitch, please, I'm only a fanboy of Halo.
There can be only
we
one.
don't need to know of your fantasy time doing the knuckles shuffle over Halo. Right, okay, so the new X-Bone controller at Razer for about $150. Dollars. There we go. I'll try again. Right. So who's really going to pay for that? I mean, is it made out of solid gold?
It's $150, but it's like 90 quid, so it's alright.
I'm not
being
It's
funny,
a bit
I
more
could get
expensive now, it's about 110.
A lot of
I could
people
get-
are a lot of people are reluctant to buy a £50 new gen controller already, like let alone $150. It's Razer, which a lot of
There, Rob.
what?
There's 2 different currencies there. A £50 one and a $150 one.
£98 it is.
I'm so good at this.
98
So
UK.
it's kind of hard to bring out a controller that is indeed a big upgrade from the new gen controllers, but it's Razer, so a lot of Razer fanboys are going to be buying it, I assume. But it's kind of hard to get people to buy that since it's so pricey.
Yeah, don't you hate them Razer fanboys?
This controller, is it a Razer one, or is it the Xbox One Elite controller?
It's the Razer one, I think. Yeah. There's controversy about the new Elite controller as well.
I'm looking forward to the Elite controller. That's the one I do want to get. I don't give a crap about anything Razer. Oh, I see the Razer one. No, not getting that.
Well, to be fair, the name of it makes you just want to walk away from it full stop. I mean, Rob, you have a mechanical keyboard by who?
Razer.
I have
Exactly,
a mouse by
so
who?
automatically hate towards you. No offense.
I have a Razer mouse. Everything Paul owns is Razer.
And then there's
What's my
me,
headset
a
for fuck's sake?
Ferrari mouse. Right, okay, so enough slating each other. The Razer fanboys are all faggots.
Let's talk about your headset, Kieran.
Oh, you mean this massive that fits like that? I forgot what type it is. What type is it, Ben, this headset?
I believe it's Corsair.
Corsair. 10 out of 10 IGN.
Yeah. Right, let's get off of that topic because it
what-
makes me feel small. Right, so
With the Xbox controller, I just want to like add a second thing to it. Like my brother's been considering getting an Xbox, and his girlfriend is a massive Halo fan. Like, I want to say more than Ben. but- yeah. No, she wants
Bitch,
to get.
please.
I showed them a link to getting a normal Xbox with an extra controller, everything, like the new Halo. Pre-order the new Halo game for cheaper. Get the Master Chief Collection. Comes to like £350. Give or
fair
take.
enough.
But she
Just
wants to get the limited edition new Halo 5 Guardians one for
Xbox.
£400, which just comes with one controller and a fancy Xbox.
I have the
All I
I have
can
the
say-
receipt right here for the limited collector's edition.
Paul, all I can say is there's bad news for your brother. He's gonna get replaced by Halo from his girlfriend.
Well, if he wants to, he can. I don't really care.
Okay.
But
Right.
I'm just saying, he's struggling for money. He's told me he's struggling for money, so I went, here's this site, you get it for cheaper, you can buy it on finance, all that good shit. And his girlfriend wants to get this limited edition, which is more expensive, and you get less stuff.
All I can say is your brother's probably getting laid a lot more than you are. Right. Okay. So time to
No
go
doubt.
for not feeling isolated on that note.
Nice
So-
segue.
What?
Nice segue.
Right. Okay. So not feeling isolated. What's this down to then, Rob?
This is all about Notch handing over Minecraft to Microsoft, and
Well, it's ruined from the start. Right. Carry on.
it's a good change and a bad change. That's irrelevant at this point in time. It wasn't irrelevant quite a while back, but it's the fact that now he feels that he's isolated and he's like done wrong to his colleagues and a lot of the Minecraft community, because a lot of the Minecraft community right now hates him or dislikes him in some way, and apparently his colleagues quote unquote hate him. As from his tweets, he's got quite a few tweets all about this sort of topic, and he's also subtly referring to Microsoft as assholes, which is sometimes the case, but not all the time. But I think it's more to do with the fact that he feels that he did wrong to his colleagues, and his colleagues kind of don't want anything to do with him now.
Fair
Well,
enough.
it kind of happens when you like sell out, but like in some way. I mean, like it kind of like chose money over friends in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, like he can go and cry into his pillow made of money, but like it's hard to feel sorry for someone when they got like what $2 billion, is it?
2.5 billion, correction.
Oh, sorry. Gotta remember that other 500 million. But like I say, he can buy new friends.
Yeah.
He doesn't need. Like I know it sounds bad, but it just it makes no sense. Like, I know like the saying, there's no point in having all that money if you've got no one to spend it with.
Yeah.
But
It's
like I say, you are gonna have some money grabbers out there. You're gonna have all the women who want all that money, marry him, take half, do that shit. But like, it's like I can't feel sorry for someone who's got that much money.
Yeah, and there's the fact that Notch, he thinks that most of the Minecraft community hate him. Well, they do. So, like, it's because he didn't tell anyone he was doing this, and he just suddenly announces, "Oh yeah, Microsoft own you now." Done.
Yeah.
Though, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, with Microsoft's funds and resources, they could do very good by Mojang. But it's just the fact that Notch sold out without telling anybody.
Well,
yeah,
it's-
it's
To be fair, it's his business really, and if he really wants to do that without consulting anyone, then so be it.
But it's his
Everyone-
duty to let his staff know that as well. They didn't know.
Yeah, but business changes people possibly for the worse because money goes straight to the head. Anyways, going straight to chat off topic a second. Pixie the trash can. Really going all fangirl and that, even though you know us and that.
Pixie, we do
And
love you.
also
Don't worry about
calling-
it.
No, but it's also the point where she's calling you like like just have a look at chat and then you'll see the nicknames in which she's giving you.
Rob's so
well,
cute.
I'm your biggest fan. Love me. Guessing the ladies like lesbians be like, Ben, you do, you boo boo.
There you go. Right.
Oh my god, you noticed me.
Senpai.
Oh,
Oh god.
Anyone else
Okay,
want a shout out?
can we not go on to the Yondir simulator type stuff with Senpai and that?
Senpai, notice me.
Right, okay, so are we done on Notch feeling isolated, or are we still going on to it where he's basically done this all to himself?
He's done it to himself, but let's end it on that.
Okay, right, so that's concluded all the topics that we've got tonight, so anyone want to kick something off random?
This podcast should be going around. Like it's not guaranteed, but every week it should be on Friday. Friday, yeah.
Yeah.
9 p.m. I'm gonna say. It
Around
could
that,
vary.
yeah.
It could
Yeah.
change. Yeah, around that time. So
Depending on
tune in.
availability and stuff.
Yeah.
Is it also on Saturday, or are we not going with that yet?
It could
We'll
change.
see how well we'll go with it, and then if people do on a Saturday one, we'll go for Saturday.
Yeah,
Okay.
it depends on like time, and if it's afternoon like this one was, well, night like this one was, then I should be fine.
This was
Yeah.
really fun to do. I may know.
Yeah.
It,
Considering
it's-
how nervous Rob is getting closer and closer to 9 o'clock.
Actually, I wanna talk about something else. What do you guys think of them remaking games for next gen, like graphic
It's-
overhauls?
Well, if it's only graphics, it's kind of hard to tell. It's like it could be good for people who played the game. Oh yeah, I love this game. I would love to see it remade. But then there's people who haven't played it before and want to try it out, like new, like fresh. And
I'd like to see them do it like Halo Master Chief,
Like where you can switch?
where you press a button and it goes back to the old graphics. I
Yeah.
do like that feature. That's like one of my
Yeah.
favorite features. I showed my brother it and he went, "Whoa!"
Yeah, like the ones I'm talking
Little
about
bit.
is GTA. Yeah, okay, next gen brought it over, and the graphics are 10 times better in the new version
And they
because
added first-person cam and shit.
yeah, and they've actually added stuff and mixed that up. But like stuff like where it's Dishonored, where they literally brought it with all DLC and just made it run at 1080p 60 FPS. They didn't
Yeah.
change anything, but then it's an extra 20 quid to get that. Do you think it's worth it?
no,
not
not
really.
really.
Exact same thing. Right. No, it's not really, because all you're doing, you're paying for a bit of extra graphics when really you've paid like double the price of a normal Xbox 360. So you're adding £20 onto games, on some games anyway. Like Dishonored, like you say, you're paying extra £20 and then you've got the same graphics, just a bit more pixels on your screen, a bit more frames there and there, and it's like they've not added or changed any of the gameplay.
Yeah.
Where, like you say, with Halo, the Master Chief Collection, you can switch between the different styles, like the old style or the new one. But surely, if they're gonna do something and bring it onto the next gen, they should add something into it only for the next gen.
Yeah.
But would that isolate people from the Xbox 360 community?
Well, no, it would. I feel it would convince them to upgrade more. It's like, oh, we want these new features, let's get them. Because, like, if they've said with every new thing, they drop support with the older. Like, Apple, for one, they drop support for, like, their older iPhones or whatever. It's the same situation in games.
Yeah. Well, I'm not being funny, but it might also cause an uproar, because if people can't afford it and they want these new advantages or like add-ons into games, then surely they should be able to get them. Just have it so it's not as in detail as what it would be on the newer generation consoles.
That brings it back to the point. Are older games, or are companies making games for the older gen holding back the newer ones? Which
Yeah.
they
Well,
would.
it is really because of, well, they're spending more money on releasing
Like-
games for older generation consoles that they could be putting into the actual games that they're developing. So these games aren't being made up to the max potential that they're actually being made at now.
Yeah.
The potential kind of gets lowered when, as Karen said, it's they're spending so much money, basically lowering the quality of the game for older gen consoles when they can be putting all that money into the newer gen, making it that much better.
Yeah.
So
I
So,
found
yeah.
a pen.
Oh, that is random as hell. Right, okay, so is that everything tired out on that topic?
Paul has something to say.
Can I
Okay.
just say, look at the colour of Beth's name. Ben, you should be angry.
She stole yours.
Like, no, look at the very start. Look at the very top of the chat. You can scroll to the top.
Okay.
Change the colour.
Haha. Yeah, she's changed the colour. So she's gonna stole your colour now,
Everyone should
Ben.
change the
So
colour to their name.
all I'm saying, Ben, is you've been replaced by Beth, by looks of it.
So
with
next
a full-
week we will have Beth on
Fuck
the
the
show.
shit, I'm out!
Right, okay,
Next week,
so-
Sequacious will be gone and be replaced by Pixie Princess.
Right, so we've got
Oh,
10
Pixie
minutes.
the
What
trash
we're
can.
gonna do by filling in these 10 minutes? Paul, are you willing to prank call someone for me?
Not with my phone, no.
there you go. Right, let's do this.
Paul, no, Rob, I'll have to send it over Skype to you because I'm not releasing any numbers on
Publicly.
this stream.
Beth, what have I told you about
Right.
love? We don't have none of that shiz in here.
Yeah, we're not allowed love.
No love.
It's quite a
I'm
sad
not
story.
allowed to love.
Right, okay, so give me
It's
a
a
second.
vow we
and I'll-
take to be part of the Affinity Cybercast.
If you want to be in the Affinity Cybercast, you're not allowed
No.
emotions.
No
Right,
emotions.
so which one should I do?
Go for someone that will, like, they won't just hang up immediately. Someone that will stay on and have a conversation. Have
Someone
a
you haven't
lovely
spoken to in a
conversation
while.
with a Chinese man.
Wow.
Let's keep racial slurs and everything to a minimum, please, Rob.
It's gonna be quite hard. Like, do you know what my Chinese accent is like?
I don't want to know. I
Oh.
want the show to have a second week.
Yeah, and not get banned straight away.
Or a second episode would be fun. Can I just
There
say,
you go.
finally, my webcam is fixed. I've been pixeling
Right,
for the
okay.
past half an hour.
That's if this person is not asleep. Right, okay.
Okay. Right.
Who
So
is it?
just typing in the number.
It's
Am
a
I
girl
allowed to
called
share the
Charlotte.
name? Okay. Not too much information, but
Share
sufficient.
first name at least. Come on,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Charlie.
Charlie. That's her first name.
Charlie.
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 Hello, Charlie.
Charlie.
What's going on, Charlie?
Hello,
Right,
Charlie.
Charlie.
Cheer up,
Right.
Charlie. You might
Are we
find
ready
a
here?
chocolate factory.
To anyone watching named
Okay.
Charlie, we apologize.
Oh
Yep.
god.
Right.
Hi,
So-
Mom.
Hi,
Please
Brian.
beware that this could be considered racist. I,
Oh my god.
Before we continue, yeah, if you
Then
were
get ready to kick him.
discretion
If you're
is
easily
advised.
offended by mimicking accents, why? If you're easily offended by mimicking accents.
Please leave now. Right.
This is gonna be so bad.
I've got this. I've got this. This is gonna be the.
Right.
He's gonna fuck this up so much.
Oh, for
Okay, well that one failed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good job, Rob.
go for another. We have time. Go.
Okay.
Okay, that's the end. Good night.
At the end, good night. Bye.
Right. I really want it.
Rob, I will send you one more.
Come on.
I am doing. I'm typing very slow.
What's this person's name?
What
This
person?
person is called Dan.
Dan.
Hello, Dan.
Is this the
Dan
Dan
was
that I
Dan.
called?
Oh
What?
god.
I mean, I didn't call anyone named Dan. Don't know what you're talking about.
Thank you.
Okay. I have received the number. Oh god. Right, okay. I didn't need to know the last name. Jesus.
Anyway, Ben, remember this is one of the people you prank called before.
Is this the one that I just screamed at him? I don't want to die.
my
No,
gosh.
yes, it is.
Oh, right, okay, it's
So,
ringing.
will they be able
It's
to
ringing,
hear
it's
us?
ringing, it's ringing. Oh, it's ringing. No, they won't
Put it
be
on
able to
loud.
hear.
Take your headphone off. Take one headphone off.
Hello? Is you a Chinese man? What? You Chinese man? What? You a Chinese man? You there? What's that? You a Chinese man?
After ask us then one sore finger.
No.
You said the
Okay.
one thing over and over again, man.
Yeah, that one failed.
Right, cool.
I did so much
Yo,
better.
man, sore finger on chicken fly lie.
Rob, give me your number.
Oh,
He'll show you how it's done. Give him your mum's number.
Oh no, don't. I've already given somebody's number. I've already been given someone's mum's number and I called him a MILF over the phone.
Jesus.
Hello, Milfy.
I remember that.
Oh, no.
Right, just send one over and then we've got like 8 minutes.
I am trying to find a number.
Give me one that isn't a drug dealer.
Okay, well, not this person.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, I think you've called this person before.
But it will be funny. And I'm not going to do any stupid accents.
Oh, you're gonna
Hello,
be serious?
Is this Dave? I'm calling from
Dave.
O2.
I'm going
What? Even?
I'm calling from O2 and it looks
I'm
like...
calling from O2 to find out if you will take our local survey.
For all you Americans, O2 is a phone service.
Yes,
Leave
all
away
of
up.
you 6 Americans.
6 Americans. 6 little red Americans. This girl is called Catherine.
Catherine.
Hello, Catherine.
Hi.
I'm from
calling
O2.
from O2.
Right.
Is
Ready?
she, what is she into? Like, big fan of?
Oh god,
Oh.
Rave, I think?
That's
Hello,
crap.
Catherine.
do you have
would
her
like
number?
a big rave?
What?
Right. Hold on,
How do you know her from?
Let's go.
guys. Hold on.
I'm looking forward to this. Loving the buzzing.
O2 messaging service.
Hey, someone's calling from O2. That would actually work.
Right.
You guys are bad at this.
You give me a number then.
I've got a good number for you.
Okay.
What the? Oh. I thought it was fluff in your hair.
There's a fluffer in my hair. Oh my god.
This is the last number. If it don't go right, then that's it.
You know what? Should I just eat one of these?
What is it? Is it the?
There's
Jelly
vomit
beans.
and rotten egg in here.
Oh god. Right.
You do that while we're... Okay. I'm now phoning someone else.
I
This
could
person's
actually
called
give you my,
Josh.
my ex-manager's phone number.
Hold on.
Save that number.
Hold on.
Hold on, guys.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna eat this, right? Okay, so everybody sees this is a.
I'd mute your mic.
This is.
Oh, is that the Bertie Bott's every flavour bean shit?
Yeah, it's a rotten egg.
Hello, is this Josh?
We can't hear it.
He hung up.
Oh, that would have been so good.
Okay, right.
He
Can
hung up,
can,
that
can,
was shady.
can everybody see this? It's a rotten egg.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It looks more like a jelly bean.
Right, we need to be silent for the. Okay. He's gonna be sick. I see it. I see it in his face. You can see it in his eye. Oh god.
Okay, so the prank was failed, so we're putting Ben through this torture.
Yeah,
Bro,
we can't
bro,
get it. We can't
bro,
get anyone who
bro.
will answer the phone. So we'll watch Ben die.
Yes. From one extreme.
Oh god. Oh, he's gonna
There
be
it
sick.
is.
Look at his face. Look
Someone
at
get
his
him a
face.
bin. Would you like to throw into Ben?
Oh my god.
I've got 3.
Look, he's toughing through it. He's toughing. No, he's not.
As you can
Big one.
see, that is a pedal of
Guys.
shit.
I'm getting a phone call back. Hold on. Hello? Is this Josh? Yeah, I've just been given it from someone at school. Are you called Catherine? Alright, okay. Thanks anyway. Bye.
That was Josh's mum.
Okay, well, I could have made that go on, but I hope not, apparently. Ben is now joking.
Oh my god.
Please don't, Ben.
Oh my god.
You fuckers.
Oh my
I
god.
need to.
Oh, it's brilliant.
I'm watching the stream back and Ben's doing it again.
Yeah. Right, okay, so that's 9:57. Have we got anything to say?
I got something to say. You guys are all dough bags.
as he stuffs a Twinkie into his mouth.
I need flavor.
Right,
That
okay,
concludes
so,
That
so
concludes the
this
podcast for
concludes
tonight.
the stream then. If no one else has got anything to say, then...
Bye.
Right, okay, so this concludes the stream. Thank you for joining us, and we'll hope to see you all next week or tomorrow whenever these guys
will
decide
set
to even do anything. And while Ben stuffs his face with a Twinkie, we all bid you good night.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Right, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank